everybody. This is the Hallmarkies podcast, and we are really excited for a very fun podcast that we're going to be bringing to you today. I'm Rachel, and Amber's here.
Hi, everybody.
And we are talking about all of the Hunks of Hallmark with the Hunks of Hallmark girls, and we're so excited. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you guys do?
Okay, well, this is Leanna speaking. We live in California. We're big Hallmark movie fans, both of us. And we both do office work. And on the weekends, we enjoy our Hallmark movies.
Excellent. And how do you two know each other?
We met at work, actually.
Oh, office besties.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you guys were like, you love Hallmark movies? Me too. Best friends for life. Is that an accurate reenactment?
Oh, it's spot on. Yeah, because we both love rom-coms, so we started watching just films on Netflix. I think it started with, like, Holidays and Handcuffs, and then we would just watch Dorfman and Love, like, all these cute little movies, and then all of a sudden, like, her brother went away, and we were house sitting, and it was during the holidays, and we just were like, wow, there's all these movies. We've recorded everything, and we just did a whole marathon like a couple of years ago of just Hallmark movies, and we would just laugh when everyone was like the same actor and actresses of the movies. They were repeat offenders. We just left them all.
Excellent. And you were like, whoa, check out all those hunks.
Oh yeah.
You realize there was a internet void in celebrating the hunks, because we've often said that we felt like they didn't celebrate the men of Hallmark enough. That's why we want to have our Firehouse movie.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
We are here to help with that.
Yes. When did you start the Instagram?
It was this year, February of this year. It was when Calls the Heart came on, like the first episode, because I feel like that's when we decided. Yeah, that's when we're doing it.
You were like, you know what? Henry Gowan's just so handsome. I need to put him on Instagram.
He needed to be there. It was all because of Gowan.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Are you guys Henry Gale shippers like I am, or no?
You know, I like them way better than Abigail and Bill. Right, that's his name?
Yeah, that's his name.
Oh yeah. We agree with that for sure.
Yeah. Henry Gale all the way.
Henry Gale for life. I'm very excited because now when people listen to this podcast, they can start doing hashtag Henry Gale. We can get that going before the Christmas movie comes out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna try and get that trending.
But I love how you guys not only post, but your captions are really funny. I think
that's all
you
Leanna.
Guys. Okay.
She is.
You're
like,
really good at.
She's so good. Yeah, I definitely get stuck sometimes, but sometimes the gems come to me and I gotta say something.
Now, I know that you guys do obviously some throwbacks to when some of the more stately gentlemen were younger. Do you guys think those are more fun than the modern ones?
I don't know. They're all fun, to be honest. But definitely the older throwbacks, because they have really great pictures and they're so funny. I love them.
Even the Andrew Walker one you guys posted a while ago with his like pointed tip was so funny.
In his Sabrina days, it was so great.
Yeah. So have you guys gotten any feedback from the hunks themselves from being profiled?
Yeah, we get some love. We get a few likes and comments and whatnot.
When you got your first comment from one of the guys, did you almost die?
Just about fainted. Like every time someone like either likes or says something, I'll like screenshot it and I'll text Leanna with like a heart and be like, look what happened. And it's fun.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what we like to hear. We like to hear that you guys haven't become so cool. You're like, oh, of course they liked it.
No, we're still fangirls. For sure.
Yeah.
Naturally they loved it, because why wouldn't they? We're amazing. But because you are. It's the best. I love it. Every day it makes me happy. I go, oh, there's that guy. I know him. Although I will say, there is a shocking lack of Paul Campbell. Like, only once he's been featured. How dare you?
You know, his pictures are hard to find.
Well, I love that on the Paul Campbell post, his wife commented "hubba hubba," which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's always funny when they interact like that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And how do you guys decide who you're gonna pick? Is it just like, do you plan it in advance? Because Rachel, with our Instagram, well, she has like 3 months planned out in advance, ready to go.
That's
Do you guys just feel
That's
it in the moment, or do you have like plans?
The most planning we do is probably like a day ahead.
So it's very, very topical whenever it posts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I wish we were more organized. But yeah, we just try the day before, like, who do you think? And we just try to come together with a good plan.
Do you guys ever fight about which pictures to use?
No, it's pretty collaborative. Or if I find one that's not attractive, I'll definitely make an opinion.
See, Rachel and I fight about pictures a lot, because I'm like, why would you?
Story.
I'm like, no, I veto this picture. Like, why do you pick one where the guy's head's cut off? Like, what is this?
Well, when we're searching and we find like their worst picture that they've ever taken, we send it to each other and we're like, what about this one? As a joke, just because it's so terrible. It's like, oh, okay, this photo to be printed and posted in public.
If you ever find one where they are like full on clown costume, the most embarrassing picture of all time, you have to post that, right? You can't not.
That would be hilarious
Yeah,
on like an April Fool's or something.
Well, maybe since Halloween's coming up, we could do some like funny ones.
Yeah.
If we can find it. Yeah, if we can find. If our research allows.
Yeah, it looks like you guys cover most of the fandoms. Do you watch all the shows and all of that?
For the most part, yeah. Or if we don't watch it religiously, we've seen some episodes.
All right, so let's real quick this or that.
Okay.
Abby and Trace, or Jess and David?
Jess and David. Same, Jess and David.
That is correct.
That's correct. Although you guys are big fans of the Jesse Metcalf, he's on here quite a bit.
Oh yeah, he was the regular appearance.
Yeah, he does.
Well, yeah, we loved him in all the other movies. John Tucker Must Die. Like, he is just the best.
Yes, he's outstanding in John Tucker Must Die. It's an incredible.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's Hallmark.
And Brendan Penny was in it.
Oh yeah, she was.
Fun.
He was.
Fun fact.
Cool.
Okay. Well, let's get down to the nitty gritty. The battle royale of Hallmark. Because I just want you guys to validate my opinions. Is really what that's what this whole podcast is about. Like, I just want you guys to go like, very hunky. So that's why we're doing this. So Rachel, tell people what we're doing that don't know.
I had the fun idea, or at least it seemed fun at the time. We'll see how it goes. Of getting you guys on and talking about our favorite hunky guys, their favorite performances, and doing me and Amber did a top 6.
And spoiler
and then
alert,
you guys
Rachel
have
really did like a top 45. It's ridiculous.
I have some honorable mentions that I might share.
She's such a cheater.
It's true. I struggled. I did.
It was
But
hard. Yeah.
So I think do you
It
guys
was
agree
very
with me that we
difficult.
should limit her to 5, and I'll try to cut one of my 5 too.
5?
Yes,
No,
5.
let's do 6. 6.
No, Rachel literally
This is
has
a real
a
battle
list.
royale right now.
I know. Rachel.
I
literally
won't do
has
any of my
10.
honorable mention. I'll just do my 6. I
You're gonna
promise.
sneak them in. You know you are.
No, I won't. Amber, this is proof Amber's the worst.
This is how we ended up getting a top 12 for Christmas, both of us, because Rachel couldn't pick to make a top 10.
We're all so hunky. It's hard. It's a struggle.
It's true.
But
It's
I
really
wanted
hard.
to say, yes, very difficult. I wanted to say, like, this is very silly. And so, like, obviously, this is a very superficial podcast. And, like, so don't like, nobody get fired, right? Because you don't get cast in one of these movies unless you're pretty hunky. Let's be real.
I mean, like, this is just like excellence in Hallmark hunkdom. This isn't necessarily a definitive hunkiest of all time.
Yes. And before we started, I wanted to share, I put a tweet out this afternoon asking for people to respond about their favorite hunks, and never have I gotten such a swift and decisive response. Like, if we ever need help on our Twitter, Amber, this is the thing to post about, because people responded in waves. So I share a few on here. We have there's a lot of Ryan Peavy votes. We have Nell Mater, Chris Mcnally, Paul Campbell, Andrew Walker, Eric Mabius, Luke McFarlane got some votes. There are people who submitted whole lists, so I'm not the only one. Amy Lynn Craig was submitted Reese Matthew Bond and Jordan Burchett. She says the young ones are her favorite.
To be
Peter
fair,
Forte.
she is a baby. She can like the like child grooms. That's fine.
Yeah.
If I liked them,
Jack
that would be like sketch.
Right. But yeah, Peter Forte, Jack Turner, Jesse Metcalf got some votes. Bobby Campo, Daniel Lissing, Cameron Matheson. That's pretty.
So basically, Rachel's just reading
Brennan Elliott
lists from the past 2 years.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, Brennan Elliott, Mark Lucas, Wes Brown. Everybody has a fan, so everybody can be included. They're all hunky and amazing.
Everyone is, yes.
Now, now we will share our picks. So, I don't think mine are necessarily in numerical order of like top. I don't know about you guys. These are just sort of my 6.
Yeah, ours is
so,
in no
Amber.
particular order. Yeah.
Okay, good. And you guys did a combined list, correct?
Yeah.
But if you guys wanted to expand, you can, because Rachel's all about just making more available.
Well, we have separate honorable mentions.
Okay, good. You guys get to do your honorable mentions. Rachel does not get to do honorable mentions.
You could sneak one in.
All right,
Rachel.
so what are some of your... Okay, I'll pick one honorable mention. So, thank you very much. You're nicely like Amber. So, yeah, what are some of your honorable mentions? You go first, Liana.
One of my honorable mentions is season 1, Henry Young's facial hair. It was super hunky and super salt and peppery. And it looked so good. I don't know why he ever shaved.
You know, they were probably trying to make him look less villainous, but I was like, bring it back. Bring it back for Henry.
Yes. He was so good with it.
Yeah. Good pick. All right, Megan, what's one of your honorable mentions?
Okay. I'm also going to stick with the theme of season 1 because, you know, everyone, or at least me, loves to hate Billy Hamilton on When Cold to the Heart. But, you know, You gotta love his mustache, and you
I'm
gotta love
clapping. I approve.
Andrew
Bravo.
Walker as Billy Hamilton.
Yes, very good choice. You ladies, I can tell we're already gonna get along. This is a great idea.
Yeah, so you like Andrew Walker as the bad guy.
Ugh.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just clamoring for a return to Andrew Walker as the bad guy.
Yes, and that episode where they do a tug of war, like who can not like that? Like it was amazing.
So great. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The memories.
Yes. Throwback.
Amber. Yes, very true. Amber, do you have any honorable mentions?
No, I stuck to our 5. JK, I can do one if I want. I'll do one. I'm going to choose.
Yeah, do one.
I'm going to choose. You know what? Sorry. I'm sorting my list right now. Who's gonna make the list and who's not? I am going to make Brandon Routh in 9 Lives of Christmas my honorable mention. And you go, Amber, how did that not make your main list? And I'm gonna say, especially the moment where he is like doing the calendar, right? Or picking up the cat. Like there's so many moments that it's the whole performance. But why is this only an honorable mention as opposed to making the official top 5? Because he hasn't done anything else. He doesn't deserve to make the whole list. 10 Lives of Christmas.
Very good. Okay, so my honorable mention, I am going to pick All Our Yesterdays. This is episode of Chesapeake Shores, season 2, when Connor quits working for the evil corporate lawyer firm. That was probably the sexiest moment of Hallmark television in my world. And I love Andrew.
Yeah, get that unemployment check, bro.
Yes.
Because
yes, I love epic quits. That's like one of my favorite storylines in television. And I love Andrew Francis. And
you love Andrew Francis so much.
I do love Andrew Francis. And I think that was his best moment. I couldn't put him on my main list because he hasn't had a leading role, really. And so I couldn't quite fit him, but I had to at least mention him on the podcast because everyone knows that I love Andrew Francis. And he's an incredible voice actor, too, which is just super sexy in my world.
Yeah, he does have a great voice.
Yeah,
right?
he really does. Oh.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
So far, round 1 of honorable mentions, ladies. Great job. Great job.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
All right.
So now are we getting into the real picks, Rachel?
Yeah, these are the real dishy picks. This is the swooniest of the swoonworthy.
Swoon Central.
So, ladies, what is your number 6?
Okay, so one of our picks, in no particular order, but this might be number 1, is Donovan Darcy, Unleashing Mr. Darcy.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree.
He's so incredible. And
great performance. His voice alone, because it's so deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hits my heart.
Yeah.
Amazing. Great.
And he's like a rare good person of business in Hallmark. Very rare.
And he was so good at it, and there was that great pool scene in his tiny trunks. They were the smallest swim trunks I've ever seen, aside for Speedos.
Yeah.
It was just so great.
No wonder everybody wanted a sequel. That's the reason.
The tiny trunks.
Yeah.
Should have been swimming with Mr. Darcy.
They were like, so the Pride and Prejudice from BBC has the Colin Firth jumping into the lake scene.
Yeah.
Let's do that, but with just really tiny swim trunks.
Yeah, lose shirt. His ruffled shirt.
Yeah, good. I approve. Yeah, it's no surprise that they had to make him like a philanthropist in the second movie, because you can't have a CEO be the romantic lead in your Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah, he's very, very handsome. There's no doubt about it. So Amber, what's your number 6?
So my number 6, I'm just going to go ahead and pick Cameron Matheson in the Summer to Remember that he just did, where he was like allergic to shirts, and
Yes.
he's just like, oh, you want me to just speak to horses soothingly? Sure, I'll do it. Do I need a shirt for this? Absolutely not. And that was the moment where I was like, oh yeah, I get you, Cameron Matheson. I get it now. I'm a grown woman. I have matured. So that's my pick.
Cam the man.
Cam the man, indeed.
Very nice pick.
Very, very good pick, and very swoon-worthy in that movie for sure. All right, my number 6 is Thomas Bodine, I guess how you say his name.
Nobody knows. I doubt he knows how to say his last name.
It's just Thomas, your beautiful man. That's his last name. Because in Love on the Slopes, it's like, it's not the greatest movie in the whole world, but man, he was swoon-worthy in that movie. I
really nice to look at.
Yes.
His parents, like, I don't know what they did, like what kind of voodoo magic, but they produced the most handsome man. It's insane. Like when the person who drew Superman was drawing Superman, they were like, "Oh my gosh, it's this guy." And people think that Henry Cavill is like the best at looking like Superman, but they just don't know Thomas yet. He's so amazing.
You are so right.
Yeah.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
If I had to imagine a perfect looking specimen of a male, it would be him.
Yeah.
I'm not even exaggerating.
Super handsome.
Oh. We watched this movie we watched this movie of his on the Up Network, and again, it's not the greatest movie in the whole world, but I was in love with him. Like, he was so swoon-worthy. I was like, oh my gosh.
But yeah, we saw the one movie where he was the ghost.
Yeah, the spirit of Christmas.
The spirit of Christmas.
Yeah.
If he was the ghost, if I saw him, I would not freak out.
Rachel, have you seen that yet?
I still haven't seen it. I know.
Yeah,
I
it's
need to.
unbelievable.
You have to watch it.
I know. I do. Because he's one of those people that I just can't imagine any woman not finding attractive. Like,
he's one of those people that even like super alpha hetero males would be like, he's handsome.
Yeah.
I don't
think
anyone can deny it.
There's no debate. No debate.
Yeah. All right, what is your next pick, ladies?
Okay, our next pick is Daniel is seeing season 2 of When Calls the Heart. Mm-hmm. There's an episode where Rip runs away, and Elizabeth was watching Rip, and they go to try and find him, and she gets trapped under a mine, and she hurts her knee, and he has to touch her knee.
Oh.
But he accidentally touches the wrong knee at first.
Sure he did. Accidentally.
Risque. And then then he has to carry her out of the mine like she's light as a feather, and he took my heart with her. Yeah. It was super swoon-worthy, that scene.
Yeah, and he was getting a little fresh in that mine, let's be honest.
Super fresh. Yeah, they were like rolled around for like 5 minutes. They were trying to get away from that, like, not boulder, but the thing holding up the coal mine. I don't know. They were getting frisky. That's all I got to say.
They took advantage of the situation. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's for sure.
Like in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, when Millie pokes the brother with the spork, so he like gives her a hug.
Right.
Elizabeth knew what was going on.
Wait, do you think that
she was aware?
Yeah. Amber, would you say that is your swooniest Jack and Elizabeth moment in your mind?
Yeah, probably. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, like, once they start just being like Captain Mounty Molasses, slow time, engagement for 100 years, it wasn't spoon-worthy for me. It was just irritating. So,
Yeah.
Just get to it already.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is probably the most swoon-worthy scene. I do really like that one kiss they have up against the wall. That's pretty romantic.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one. That was good.
That's a good honorable mention. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I told you she's sneaking honorable mentions.
that's not on my list. That was a spontaneous.
My
What's your
next pick is going to be Luke McFarlane in The Birthday Wish. Everything he does is amazing, but when he's in like the future / whatever, wearing that monkey hat, oh, forget it. He's so adorable.
Yeah.
It was super cute.
Yeah. There's a lot of swoon-worthy moments in that movie, and I think it's one of the best Hallmark movies in the last little while. But I also love that ending with the puppies and everything, he's the best.
Oh, that movie.
Good pick.
Just watch it when you want to be sad that you don't have a love life.
That's literally
It'll make
every
you think
Hallmark
like,
movie.
you know what? It could happen in the future. It happened for this girl through magic. I don't even need magic.
It's possible.
Yeah. He'll start you getting really looking around for your assistants and stuff at work. Who have I been ignoring a Luke McFarlane all this time? But sadly, I work from home, so that doesn't work. It's good theory. Okay, my next pick is Antonio Kupo, and to be honest, the most swoon-worthy performance he's ever done is in the Lifetime movie Love Notes, but I think he's pretty swoon-worthy in anything he's in, and I think Love at the Thanksgiving Day Parade, he's pretty swoon-worthy, and they have such great chemistry, he and Autumn Reeser. Also their other movie, the I Do, they have a really good chemistry, and I just think Antonio Kupo is super beautiful. So he had to make my list. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he's got that classic movie handsome look, like the Cary Grant of the Hallmark age. So dark and tall and handsome and dreamy. I love him.
Super handsome.
Yeah. Oh, and if you haven't seen Love Notes, check it out because he is super.
I'm gonna have to check that one out. Yeah, on the list.
Yeah,
but it is not a Hallmark movie.
It does have
PG
moments.
Okay. We could cheat on Hallmark.
PG-13. Parental discretion is advised.
I would expect it from Hallmark. I mean, from Lifetime. Sorry.
Yeah. And he was just in one of the garage sale mysteries, and it was a great episode because it was just like the handsome men just kept coming. Antonio Kupo, Lane Edwards, and all these things. I'm like, this is great. Sometimes that's all I need. It's just
I know he needs to be in more.
Yes, agreed. All right. So, ladies, what's your next pick?
Okay, so the next one we picked is A Harvest Wedding because it's like hunks of harvest because there's Victor Webster, Marcus Rosner, and there's the evil Jeremy guy that was on When Calls the Heart. I can't pronounce his last name, but they're all hunky. The train guy, the evil train guy from When Calls the Heart. Jeremy Gilbot, is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, Gilbot, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because you want to say Gilbo and seem really fancy, but I think it's just Gilbot.
Gilbo. That movie had a trifecta of hunks.
Yeah, and I don't want to say this, but I would have been totally fine if she ended up with Jeremy.
You know, I would have been fine.
Oh,
but the farm boy.
Also, I see how you guys are tricky right there. You used your pick to choose 3 guys. I guess you went to the Rachel school of picking individuals.
It was definitely a 3-in-1. Hunks of Harvest right there.
The Hunks of Harvest.
And there was that one scene where they're at the farmer's market, and Victor Webster's character, he gets whipped cream on his nose, and like they just have this cute flirty moment, and he like pretends to like bite her finger, and it was pretty hot. It was cute. He had a great growl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The good pick. I really like Victor Webster also in Summer Villa, right?
Yeah.
The one in Paris. That one's really good. He's really swoon-worthy in that too.
Super swoon-worthy in anything. He's super hot.
Yeah. And it's so funny with Marcus Rosner because he was the rejected one for so long, but he's so great and so handsome. So
yes.
Yeah. But he does end up getting the girl in this one. We just only see him for about 7 seconds.
Yes. And we were super happy he finally got the lead in Yes, I Do.
Yeah.
You know, with also his shirt off. That was another honorable moment, sorry, but needed to be said.
Know, Christy Will Wolf said she put that in for us as an appetizer for our future fireman movie.
Yeah.
The shirtless scene is thanks to us. You're welcome, America.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are responsible. And that was so funny. When she said that, we were like, what?
Yes.
And it was funny too because I had been live tweeting and I accidentally had skipped over it. So I didn't even see it. And everybody's tweeting me, oh my gosh, Christy Wolf said you. And I'm like, what? So I had to go back and watch it again. And I was like, oh, never will I will be more careful in my fast forwarding the ads from now on.
But how many times did you watch it?
Yes, I do. How many times did we watch? Or you mean just the shirtless part?
Just the shirt.
You know what? Nobody needs to know my rewind habits.
Yeah.
Some things are just between me and my DVR.
But if you like Jeremy Gilbine, you must have been a fan of Destination Wedding because he was the lead.
Yeah, I like that one actually. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, that one's really cute. But he's not necessarily super hunky in that. He's just like dreamy and like wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your definition of hunky. So, all right. Well, good. I approve of your three-fer, your trifecta.
Of course, Cheater Pants Rachel approves of the three-fer.
I mean, we have all the time in the world. What's the rush? So, Amber, give us your next pick.
So my next pick is the one, the only, Carlo Marx in Moonlight in Vermont. Specifically the moment where she gets her shoe stuck in the mud and he's like, aha, let me sell this scheme by picking you up like I'm the greatest man in the world. And I was like, correct, Carlo Marx, you are. But yeah, he's just, he is so adorable. I need him to be in more of the movies.
Yeah.
I agree.
For some reason, he just keeps being in all the mystery movies, but we want to see him in more of the rom-coms movies.
Yes.
Yeah, he'd be good at it. He was good at it.
Because one of the highlights of Chesapeake Shores this season, because I haven't been that high on it, has been all the swoon-worthy moments for David and Jess, like the 16 Candles moment, and the Cinderella moment. And that has been fun, for sure.
Yeah, it's been super cute to watch him as that character.
Agreed.
Yeah, hopefully I nominate him for a Valentine's Day movie. Hopefully they're listening.
Yes, a Valentine's Day movie. Probably he'll be a chef again.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got that down. the swoonworthy chef. I mean, which is a
Oh,
very strong asset to have for Hallmark. That's a really strong
definitely
thing to have in your portfolio.
On his resume, it just says proficient at being a chef. Hallmark says you're hired.
Shopping for love.
Shopping for love. Yeah. That's awesome. Good pick. Okay, so my next pick is Sean Roberts in Recipe for Love. I think it's that movie. I always joke that it has the ghost pottery making scene that for Hallmark, the closest we'll ever get with the bread making scene. So swoonworthy and sexy and wonderful. I love it. And and they're like, she says, "Oh, we shouldn't. We should." It's like in the middle of the movie. I'm like, yes. And it's just really like romantic that he comes to her at the end, like in Paris, because he's missing her so much. And I don't know, like he starts off this really grumpy character, and by the end he's just like putty in her hands, which is super romantic idea. And I just love it. I think it's really good, and I think he's really swoon-worthy in it. So that's what I have.
Yeah, he's a man. If I had to define a man, him and his arms.
Blindfolding thing makes it even sexier, in my opinion.
Yes.
Like, it's even more romantic. Yeah.
Now we know a little bit too much about Rachel's personal life.
So that is definitely, I think, one of the best Hallmark movies, and it's just something we never would see now. They would never do that kind of scene, which is a shame because they should.
Oh, for sure not.
Yeah.
It was a really good one.
We can still hold on to it. We can hold on to it. We have it.
We have it.
Yeah. They'll never take it away from you, Rachel.
That's right. And they should put it on DVD. I wish they did. So, ladies, what is your next pick?
Okay, our next one is The Perfect Christmas Present, which is the Hallmark Movies and Mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen it with Sam Page?
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't big fans of it, to be honest.
Wait, what is their hunky moment?
Okay, hold on to your wigs, ladies. It's not the best movie, but there's this one scene where the main character, the girl, she's ringing his doorbell, and he runs down the stairs in his boxers.
Yeah.
And without the heater on for some strange reason. And you would never see that in a Hallmark movie now, but it was just this one little scene. So mild, but so not.
Yeah, I mean, and that one was released in 2017 as part of the Countdown to Christmas Mysteries or whatever it's called. But it was an acquisition. And when he came down without his shirt on, Rachel and I were like, oh, so this was an acquisition?
For sure.
It definitely caught us off guard. Yeah, we were shook.
You were like, my stars, what is this?
I was definitely clutching my pearls.
Yeah, that was definitely a highlight of the film, for sure.
For sure. It's the only highlight. Great.
And see, I was a very big fan of his friend, the college nerd, like, dweeb guy, Paul. That was a whole different movie for me than most people.
Well, and Victoria with her.
I love Victoria.
Crazy story.
Terrible. She was risque too. She was really risque.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah. So you were big Page heads, you'd say, Sam Page.
I like Sam Page. I liked him in Mad Men. Yeah. Not that his character was great, but I like him a lot.
Yeah. Did you like the where he's the prince? The
that actor.
Was it?
A Royal New Year's Eve?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the Royal New Year's Eve with an Oscar award-winning accent, I think. But he was so hot.
Anyway.
But he looked
he's-
so great in that like red thing, whatever those
Yeah.
are called, that fancy British people wear.
The uniform.
Yeah, a
Something or
uniform.
other,
That's
yeah.
probably the correct term. I was trying for something better, but I guess it's just a uniform. I was expecting it to have like a fancy term, like a.
It probably does.
It probably does, yeah.
I doubt it's
That's
Goob and
so
stuff.
funny. All right, Amber, what's your next pick?
Okay, so my next pick, I'm going to choose Andrew Walker's performance in A Bride for Christmas, specifically at the end when he proposes.
He, in general, is great.
Yeah, I wanted to say Andrew Walker's body of work whenever he's looking at the lady he's supposed to be in love with, but I felt like that was too broad.
Yeah. No,
But he
he's
has
really
mastered
good.
that look of like, oh, I love you so much. Oh, you make me so happy just looking at you. Like that look, he's nailed it. He's patent pending Andrew Walker.
Yes.
Yeah.
He definitely has the swoon down.
Yes.
Yeah. He does. For sure. And he's just it seems like somebody who is like a good guy, I guess, unless he's playing a villain, which makes that fun. But there's just something like he's like the boy next door kind of look to him, I think, but just super, I don't know, super charming, super sexy.
Yeah, he's really charming.
Yeah.
Oh, so
good
charming.
pick.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was just about to
Nicely
say,
done.
like, yeah, great pick. And then I remembered it was
It's your pick.
good job.
Okay. So, all right. My next pick, I have Paul Green, and you could pick practically his whole body of work because he's always pretty swoon-worthy. But in Christmas in Angel Falls last year, I thought he was so romantic. I thought him and Rachel Boston had amazing chemistry, and just like the scenes where they're dancing, and like when he just like she whispers, you know, I love you, and then he's like, I love you, and like, and when she kisses him in the church, like that was swoon worthy. And I don't know, all the twirling, and I was just, and he was like, had like a million jobs, and I was all about that too. And it was just great. I loved him in that movie. I thought he was the best.
Yeah, he is handsome. He's great in everything.
Yeah. He just has chemistry. I feel like with all of his co-stars, he's just really
It's genuine.
really charismatic. Like there was a whole article about, is he the Hallmark's version of Cary Grant? And Amber and I debated around this a lot, but just as far as like being kind of a gentleman and being that kind of like classic leading man, I think I can see where they're coming from with that. Whereas like Cary Grant, whenever he was always like just such a gentleman and a classic leading man, and I feel like that Paul Green kind of has that about him too. So it's kind of interesting that he's never been the prince, because I think he just has that classic 1940s, 1950s leading man kind of thing about him, whether it's Gary Cooper or Cary Grant, or that kind of a feel to me. So I think it's great.
I totally get that. He's super handsome, and he always comes off genuine in every role that he plays. Mm-hmm. I believe him.
Yeah.
And he's just so nice. Like seeing him on when he does his Instagram posts, he's just like a great guy.
Yeah, for sure. But we did have a big fight about it. And someday in the future, you listen to a podcast where we assign the Hall Stars Golden Age era actors. But it's too much right now. We're getting distracted. I can't believe Rachel would bring this up.
Oh, no. Bringing back memories.
Like, you guys don't even want to see our text message thread. Like, there were emojis.
Well, but Amber, do you have a favorite Paul Green role?
Oh, do I have a favorite Paul Green role? I mean, it's probably oh my gosh, Christmas Detour. That's what it's called. He's really
yeah, that
so,
one's really good too.
he's so
Yeah, that's a
charming in
good
that.
one.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah, that's
like
good one.
it would make you want to be like, who? Marcus Rosner? Who? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
He was the unfortunate
Yeah.
ex-fiance again. Poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. He's really good in that. I agree. All right. Well, ladies, what's your next pick?
Okay, so I guess we'll be a repeat offender, but he's worth it. It's A Date with Love with Andrew Walker because he had the suavest hair in that movie. He was so hot, and he had his flirting banter teacher style, which was amazing. I wish he was my teacher.
Yeah, and that one was fun because you got to have, if you know, I really enjoy having multiple romantic storylines, and we got to have little dweeb kid and Andrew Walker falling in love with someone. Amazing.
So cute.
I feel like anytime there's a teenager, they should just be like, you know what, and you get to have a first love. Boom. That's just my philosophy. But yeah, Andrew Walker being like handsome teacher guy, forget about it.
Sign me up. Yeah, I would totally enjoy school better if he was my teacher.
My penultimate pick, I'm going to choose Kevin Mcgarry in A Song for Christmas, the entire body of work, because he is incredible in that movie. And like, I don't even like when guys play the guitar and sing, and I was about it. So that means he was that handsome, that charming, that hunky. Yes, indeed. Kevin Mcgarry, A Song for Christmas. More like a song for my heart.
He got to you.
Yeah.
He got me.
He is hunky.
Yeah.
His eyes are like so piercing blue.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm a big fan of dark-haired gentlemen, except for Andrew Walker.
I'm with you. I'm so with you.
But yeah, he is so handsome. Are you guys looking forward to Kevin Mcgarry being on When Calls the Heart?
I'm excited about it. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how the two new characters are going to be, but I am for it.
Now, do you want him to be just like basically Jack, except for he has a new name? Or do you want him to be like a completely different entity? I want him to be a villain because it would be amazing.
Ooh, interesting. I just hope he's not a complete Jack copy. I want him to be a different character completely. Yes. Yeah. We had Jack. You don't need another Jack.
I agree. I agree with myself and you. So perfect.
But a villain, that sounds kind of hot. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be interesting if we think that he's basically a Jack copy, and then we're like, oh no, he's a railroad guy or something. A corrupt Mountie. And what is this? Henry Gowan brings him down. Just kidding.
Whoa, you're blowing my mind right now.
Talked about it this week. His role in Autumn Stables, which was for Canada TV, but
have you guys seen Autumn Stables? It's on Hallmark Movies now.
But I think I'm gonna have to watch it after this conversation.
Writing down now.
For that podcast, I was not looking forward to it. I had even started it before we decided to do it for the podcast and watched like the first 30 seconds, and I was like, no, hard pass. And so then we had to watch it for the podcast, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I love this movie. So you should watch it.
Okay. Noted. We're going to watch this.
And then if you guys hate it, you have to tell me.
Yeah. I don't see you hate it.
After this to discuss the movie.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, good. Yes. And at the very least, you will agree, I'm positive that Kevin Mcgarry is super swoon-worthy in it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so speaking of new cast members of When Calls the Heart, my next pick is Chris Mcnally, who's also going to be on the pick. And when he was first in Rocky Mountain Christmas, every time he would come on screen, I would like let out a little like, woo! He was so handsome. Like his dimples and like just everything. I was like, let's get back to the brother. Let's talk about none of this Christopher Palloa stuff. I want to get back to the brother because the brother was super handsome to me. And then he was in The Sweetest Heart. So that's where he had like the lead role. So that's the one I'll pick because I thought that he was super swoon-worthy in that movie. And, you know, he's like a doctor, which is very attractive. And I thought that he and Julie Gonzalo had good chemistry. And I liked that movie about how it kind of had three different couples that you're following. Because my dream in Hallmark is for them to do like a Love Actually kind of movie where you have like a whole bunch of different characters, a whole bunch of different plot lines. Wouldn't that be amazing? And I was kind of hoping they were going to do that with Christmas and Evergreen. Because Christmas and Evergreen cast is like massive. I was like, "Ooh, I wonder if they're going to have all these little stories in the town." But I don't think they will. I think it's just going to be the two story. But anyway, I felt like you got a little bit of that with The Sweetest Heart. You got these three couples, and you're hearing their stories, and I really enjoyed it. And I thought that all the men were very hunky in it, and I thought Chris Mcnally was super hunky in it. So that's, and I'm very excited for him on. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, him as a doctor. Check my heart rate.
Yeah. Yeah, he was even a heart doctor. Perfect. So, yeah. It was good. Yeah, they're probably the only really heart doctor to be so invested in cupcakes. Doctor. But hey. So that's my pick, and I am really excited to see what he'll do on When Calls the Heart because I think there's potential for him to be an interesting character. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is your next pick?
I think that was it for us. We had a top 5.
Oh yeah, see, because Rachel snuck in more picks.
Okay, I thought okay, sorry.
But after your guys' pick.
Okay, yeah, we'll come back to you.
Okay.
And if you don't have any, don't worry. Rachel's got like 8 more. You can borrow.
But I think we all agree on Rachel's next pick. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, good. This is good. All right, Amber, do you have one more?
My final pick should come as a shock to no one who's ever listened to me. My final pick is Paul Campbell, specifically in his performance in Once Upon a Holiday, specifically when he is planing that wood and making it smooth and being so manly and carpentry. Forget about it. That guy could build you a house.
Yeah.
What's more handsome than that?
Great in everything.
Yeah, nothing. Like, he literally finds this girl, clothes her, provides her shelter. Like, what's manlier than that? Oh, wait, he gets her food. Yeah. Like,
he's definitely one of our favorites.
Yeah. More Paul Campbell in movies, please.
Yes, and he's so funny. He's hilarious. He was good in Window Wonderland. We want more Paul Campbell.
Yeah, I agree. Please feel free to text # more Paul Campbell to everyone.
Yeah.
Also getting that trending.
So we're very excited. We're getting him and Kimberly Susted this Christmas. So it's like Merry Christmas to Amber.
Oh, yeah. So excited.
I legitimately was in shock when that was announced. And like everyone was like, at Amber Brainwaves, did you see this? And I was like, obviously, I dreamt it. Like a little part of me was like, is someone joking? But then it was real, and I couldn't believe it. It was amazing.
Yeah, what I was thinking, Amber, we should just like submit these lists as the the working roster for the Fireman movie. Like we can just we can just be the
Yes.
casting directors. Be like,
You
here,
know, at this
here you
point,
go.
this is literally just half the men in Canada right now.
It would be so
They're
good.
like, great list, you guys. That's everybody.
Yeah.
You know what? Canada also, just the general population in Canada and Vancouver, such great looking men.
Yeah, like what is it the air? Is it the water?
I don't know who's
Is it the
breeding them.
universal
but
health
thank
care? But like everybody in Canada is attractive.
So attractive.
Oof.
It's the maple.
Oh, it's the maple magic.
Oh, that's that poutine makes them very, very healthy. Okay, well, my final pick is Steve Lund, and he's pretty much the most handsome man in almost everything he does. I loved him in The Christmas Cottage. He was so swoon-worthy in that. But I think my favorite is The Art of Us. It's not like the greatest movie in the world, but I just thought he was really handsome as this like tortured artist who like, I don't know, who's like struggling with his art and everything like that. And like I think that movie has one of the best Hallmark kisses. It would definitely made my short list. If April saw it, then I probably would have included it. She hadn't seen it. But
I never
but yeah, I
wanted a
think
dog
he's-
walker so bad in it to be him.
Yes. Right. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sign me up.
Super worthy in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And character was kind of cool. He was just a cool guy.
Yeah, he was. And like I said, in Christmas Cottage, he was really cool as well. And yeah, even with his crazy food that he was always cooking, like it's weird food, he was great. So he's definitely one of my favorites. He's very handsome.
So handsome.
Yeah, we love him too. He's super handsome. He's charming. He's really charming.
Yeah, he like you can tell that a blonde guy is handsome when even I am like, yeah, that's a good one. So,
I'm the same way because I'm not a big fan of blondes, but I'll take it.
I'll take it. I mean, if I were you. All right, did you girls manage to figure out an extra pick since Rachel didn't tell you that she was upping the picks?
At the top of my head, I can only think of Marcus Posner, and yes, I do, just because of the shirtless moment, but we already talked about that.
No, you know what? I think that's great, because before he was just like, he was sneaking on the list like a thief in the night, and this way he gets the crowning placement, which after all the wrong guys, he really deserves. You know,
he does. After all this supporting, this is it. He becomes the lead in our list.
Yeah, what a plot twist. We thought he was just a side character, and suddenly he's the leading man.
He deserved a lead role. He was the best friend for so long.
Yeah, the best friend or the like ex-boyfriend who liked his job. Now
it's like this poor guy. He needed that lead role. He deserved it.
We should make him. You know what? I've decided he's officially the winner of the Hunk of Hallmark. We should send him something. We'll find his fan mail address and make him a hunkiest Hallmark man.
Well, and he literally just responded to that because one of the girls on the tweet thread had said that Marcus was his pick, and he was like, "Aw, shucks." Imagine we could tell him that he was the number one pick of the podcast.
You know, I think that's true. I mean, I think maybe we'll try to figure out some way for like people to vote, whatever. But I think in our heart, I think we definitely talked about him the most throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so.
He is the hunkiest hunk of this podcast.
The leader of our hearts.
The leader of our hearts.
Well, this has been so much fun. I've had a blast. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with us. And I know it's kind of a little bit scary to come on podcast for the first time, but you guys did amazing. And I had a great time. I know Amber had a great time. This was really fun. And so if you're listening, let us know what your list would be, your top 5 or 6 Hallmark hunks. And let us know in the comment section or on Twitter. We would love to talk about it, and make sure that you're following Hunks of Hallmark. You guys want to share all your social media and everything?
We're just on Instagram and Twitter, and they're both at Hunks of Hallmark.
Yeah, great. Make sure you're following them because they are so fun, so funny. And Amber, where can people find you?
As always, I'm at Amber Brainwaves on Twitter, and that's it.
Great. And you can follow me at Rachel's Reviews on iTunes and on YouTube. So make sure to check that out. And make sure you're following the podcast at Hallmarkies Pod, Instagram, Twitter, all the social media. And if you can put in your reviews on iTunes, it really helps us out. We really appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. That would be great. And yeah, we look forward to hearing what you think. And thanks so much. And we will talk to you ladies definitely again. We will definitely have you guys on again because it was really fun.
So much fun. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.